This is Scott and Rachel from the Southview Farm, and it's a beautiful Saturday. Supposed to get up about 80 degrees. The wind's blowing a little bit, and I didn't charge my microphone with my little fuzzy thing on there, so hopefully we won't get too much wind in the video. But I was just kind of going to show you what we're doing on the farm today. Rachel's painting fence boards for the fence, and this is kind of how she does it. She sets up two sawhorses. She lays some boards across it so she can make the area she's working in wider, so she can get more boards on there. And she'll paint the sides of the boards, and then she'll come back and put a layer of paint on top. And then once that dries, all the boards get flipped over, the back side gets painted. And we're trying to find the most efficient way to paint the boards, and that's what we've found so far. I'm going to get started on setting some fence posts on this riding arena, and I've got my fence post marked, and I've got to get the tractor with the auger on it and dig those holes. Roger's over yonder repairing a gate. So we're over here in the round pen. I'm going to show you how I marked these posts. So what I did was, I just put a screw in on my starter post, and then I run a string all the way down to my end post. And I got another screw down there. I pulled my string across it, and then I just start going through, measuring, putting about 8 foot between them. Now I don't go exactly 8 foot. I go a couple of inches under 8 foot, just so it's not, you know, if I've got a board that's exactly 16 feet, and I don't get the post exactly right, I've got a little wiggle room. But then you can see these holes here. These are where the old fence posts set. And they're moved back a little bit because I think over the years the old fence post had rotted off. They set a new fence post behind it and had to put a filler board to it because it wouldn't reach the fence, so they're set back a little bit farther. I think our hole needs to be about right in here, right here where I marked. That needs to be the edge of our new post. We're using 5 to 6 inch posts. 5 to 6 inch diameter post, and this hole will be kind of tough because the auger will want to jump back into that old hole, and then we'll just probably have to clean it out a little bit. This is my next spot. This is where I've marked. You can see there was another old post behind that. I don't want to pull that out, but I may have to. I'm probably going to have to. But you can see where the old post had rotted off at the ground, and I probably end up having to pull that out to get my post exactly where I want it. And here's another place where an old post was, and I've marked it here to the side where I want my new hole, but it's going to probably kick down into that old hole. I'll end up having to clean that out also. Now normally I don't set the fence post in the same place that the old fence post was. When you're doing the fence line, like the fence line we did that runs out the driveway, I offset those so I didn't land in old post holes or where posts were rotted off at. Old posts were rotted off. But where this riding arena, I wanted to save a little bit of labor where we've got, you know, where it curves. I'll go around here, where it curves around, where it has the curve in it at the end. I didn't want to. It looked pretty good the way it was, so I kind of wanted to set the fence post in the same place. That way I didn't get that curve off. Make sure it was round. It stayed rounded. So that's why I ended up. It all fell back in line with the old fence post. And normally I wouldn't do that because it's been a job trying to get the fence post. The old fence post out of the ground, the rotten ones. So, but we'll get to work here and get the tractor out and try to dig some holes. So this is day 2 of trying to get some fence post set. I left off where we were going to get the tractor out and get the auger to set a fence post. When I stopped, we realized that that we didn't have any more paint for Rachel to paint the fence post, so I had to go to the hardware store. The hardware store on Saturdays closes early, so we thought we better go down there and get some fence posts because through the week they close before Rachel and I get off work. Then we came back home and we had some company come, so we didn't get to finish the video, so we're going to start trying to finish the video. Right now I'm going to move the John Deere out and get the Ford, which has the auger on it. It's also supposed to rain here in a minute, so we probably don't have a whole lot of time. We're trying to beat the rain. I've got black paint all over me. I couldn't get off before went to bed last night. Rachel and Roger's getting set up to paint boards in the equipment shed while it's raining. We're going to use the Ford 2600. We keep the auger on it, and there's not a whole lot of sentimental value to this tractor. I bought this tractor, Rachel and I bought this tractor with the farm. It's a good little tractor, but I've got 4 tractors. I only got 2 over here. The other 2 are at my grandmother's house. One's the John Deere was my grandfather's. I've got a Massey Ferguson that was my uncle's, and got an Alice Chalmers that my great-grandfather bought brand new back in the early 50s. So there's not a whole lot of sentimental value to this tractor, but it is a nice tractor, and I don't know if you've ever unhooked an auger from a tractor, tried to hook up an auger to a tractor. It's like handling a wet noodle, and so we just kind of keep it. We've got so many fence posts to dig, we just keep the auger on the tractor, and now it's starting to rain. Wonderful. And we'll see if this thing runs. I called it, so that's it. I think you have to put it in, you have to put the high-low into neutral, and then this tractor's diesel. beat the rain. This ground is still saturated. We're about 2 foot. Been setting all of our posts about 2 foot. You can hear from the wind. I got my little microphone with a little foam thing on it. Hopefully cut down on some of the wind. But grab a post here and we'll set it. Before I set that post, what we do, I don't think there's any wrong way or right way to do it, but we use a non-fibrous asphalt sealant on the bottom of all of our posts. We don't paint the very bottom because I kind of think of it like as a bucket. The water from the post, you know, the water runs through the post. If you got this bottom sealed, there's no place for the water to come out. So, and all of the posts that that have rotted off, that we've removed, have been rotted off right level with the ground. The post underneath the ground isn't bad. It's just like bugs and water and everything gathered around the where the ground meets the pole. We're 2 foot there. But what we do to these posts are hard to plumb because they're trees. It's been, the outsides have been reamed off. So what I do is I just run 2 strings, one along the bottom, one around the top, to try to get it as straight as we can. So we've got our 2 strings lined up. We're going to try to get the bottom post, the front of the post, lined up with the bottom string, and top of the post lined up with the top string. And we're trying to hurry before this rain comes in, at least get 1 post set. Yesterday the goal was to get 2 posts set, or 3 posts set, but we kind of got distracted by some other things going on, so we're in a rush today. And the bottom of our post right now is not hitting our string, so we're going to have to move that over. Let's see here.
What you need?
Needs about 1 inch. We might have to take that. Might have to take the post hole digger.
Shave it.
Yeah. Because we're hitting up here at the top, but the bottom is not coming in. Might just push that dirt right down in the bottom of that hole and not pull it out. It just needs to shave this edge off here to where we can get that bottom over, because we're pretty deep.
Try that.
We're about 1/2 inch now.
Mm-hmm.
We're about 1/2 inch.
Looking any better? What we need?
About 1/4 inch. Or if we can, in fact, you can push that way and I'll push this way.
What we got now?
We're close enough.
Close enough.
I think we'll be close enough, yep.
Go plumb it.
Well, I didn't want to take my hands off the post. We'll get a little bit of stuff around it. Here, let me get this. So if using the 2 strings, we try to get the bottom of the post to the front of the string and the top of the post to the string, and then we'll plumb it left to right. But these posts are very, I mean, it's just a tree. They're not dimensional lumber like you'd buy at Lowe's. And this one's crookeder than the dog's hind leg. Let me get that tamper and I'll tamp it. We'll get 1 post set today. The goal was three posts this weekend, but we had some distractions yesterday. We'll get 1 post in to finish up the video, but we got plenty more to posts set. I got a big pile of dog poop on my boots.
Yeah.
Clay. The old thunder's rolling. Here I am holding a metal pole. I think it's pretty good. It's just tipping the string. I think we're good. What do you think, Roger? I think we're good.
Yeah. We'll get this other one out here.
I think we might be having to dig a post out on that one right there. It's it needs to go in front of it, but I don't know. Let's save that one for another day. We got 1 done. Our goal yesterday was 3, but we had some things come up and didn't get to finish the video. I wanted to finish this video today and at least get one post done. It's starting to rain, so let's take cover. I want to welcome you to Southview Farm. Hope you enjoy these videos. Hit that subscribe button. That really helps out the channel. Hit the like button and the bell. Ring that bell. That way you'll get a notification every time we post another video. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next time on Southview Farm.